Yeah, we're gonna see in a second. Dude, this DH literally joined the group and whispered me, bro, your rings aren't enchanted. Like, go fuck off, man. I hope we fail this key. I hope we do. And then I will blame it on my rings. Amen. Amen. Pop. Pop this out. Minimize this shit. And then I have... Dude, I'm gonna scream, bro. I can't get my... What the fuck, man? Let me open up Spotify. That's all I ask. You don't know why you're so mean? You actually miss streams? Yeah, this is why I don't stream, man. Because I'm like, if I go live, shard underscore XDD is just gonna fucking shit on me the whole time. And it's gonna be a terrible experience. And it's true. You're happy to see me streaming? Oh, well, that's good. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. Closing this Spotify. We're gonna open up my other Spotify. And we're gonna disable game sound. And it's gonna be fun. Maybe this won't actually work. If I do this... Okay, I'm not trying to get demonetized, though. Nope, that's the wrong PC. I could just do in-game music. I just don't like... Alright, we're back. We're back, kind of. Can I show warrior talents? I can try. This is what warrior's currently running. Turn the music up, not all the sound? Yeah, I'll do that. Oh my god, I just fucking did the thing to the wrong man. That's okay. We're just gonna... Oh, this is terrible, actually. Wait, hold on. This is actually terrible. Uh... Our man's gone. Wait, options? Audio, master volume, jack this up. Oh, wait, fuck. Maybe. Wait, okay, master volume up. Gameplay sound effects down. Effects down. Ambient up. There we go. Wait, I don't know, it just sounds like air being blown into my... Dude, I don't know if this is the play. Dude, why is it so... Oh my... Dude, it is so loud for no reason. Okay. This is terrible. Um. Oh, oh. I really appreciate the in-game sound, just not like when it's beta and it like doesn't work. Uh. Like when the Stormwind music's working, it's all Gucci, but it's like when all you hear is like breathy wind and uh fist of fear or flurry strikes going off every 6 seconds. It's kind of insane. Um, I'll have to fix this shit later, man. I'm so sad. Maybe I can like force close it and pop this open again and see if it shits itself. Maybe. Or or don't work. No, I need music. I don't care about any of you. I need a banger soundtrack for this insanely fun dungeon. Oh my god, we deleted those. Insane. Okay, alright, I'll just have to talk to keep people entertained, I guess. Oh god. I have to do my job. It's just like... okay. Okay, Spotify's kind of working almost. It's starting. I could just play music for myself and then it's fine, but... I think they nerfed this guy. Oh, naturally. Oh, that's awkward. Thanks for the bark, buddy. Alternatively, I can stop talking and you can play. I mean, I'm fine with that. I could sit here in silence. You'll hear me mutter to myself every once in a while, but... the DH is just, like, back there, man. Jesus. See you, mage. See you, buddy. The adepts. Got a man over here. The moving F-flow is really trippy, man. I'm not gonna lie. Very, very trippy. Yeah, there's no music in this dungeon. Voice is a good one. Don't let Shard put me down. That's yeah, he's just an idiot. I don't know. Guy smokes crack. He said Superbad is a bad movie. Wild. Insane take. From your local bozo. That's okay, though. It's okay to be wrong. Oh, I accidentally hit canisters, which is not good. It's in the name. No, it's not. It is such a classic film. A nice... It's such a good coming-of-age story. Like, holy. Does Warrior just blast all day, every day? I wish my music was working so then I wouldn't have to, like, overthink it. Ah, rip healer. We might die here. What can I do? I can pop this. I can pop this again. I can then off-heal him. And I can just, like, keep doing this. Brewmaster's the new prop paladin. It is insane. And then if we get this guy low enough... Dude, who needs a healer when you have Brewmaster? Look at that, refreshing drink is popping off. Does Vivify get big bonuses for Master of Harmony? Not really. It used to get a big bonus from Shadowpan, but they removed that talent, and then I don't think Master of Harmony gets a buff either. You can take a talent that allows your Coalesced Vitality to, like, get expelled for additional healing, but I don't think it... Like, you don't play that talent. Vivify is kind of, like, just more static now, I guess. Which is fine. I wish it was tuned well enough for Brewmaster to be, like, a substantial heal. We are kind of in a tough spot right now. Oh, do we get the triple? Oh, is he dead? Oh, he's dead here. Oh, no. Can I can't get my refreshing drink on him because he's out of range. Here, watch this. If I drink this brew, roll over to the mage, and then pop that, it'll put the brew on him. Oh, look at that. I don't know if that actually worked. Oh, no. So why is Vivify better as a part of the rotation of Master of Harmony since you're using Harmonic Surge decks? It's because Vivify... when you're playing Master of Harmony, they have changed it so you can expel your stacks of Harmonic Surge with Vivify on top of Tiger Palm. And so you want to hit it relatively regularly to get the additional damage and healing. Even though it's kind of beans. Do we... Is this good? Do we win these? I don't know. We... Oh, he got it? Big? So Zero Tiger Palm would be better on Master of Harmony? Yeah, but then you have to hit Vivify way more often. Like, that's just what's weird about the no Tiger Palm build. I'm sure it feels fine, and like I should test it to like actually find out. But when I think through like the rotation and like what's required and all this stuff, it's just like it's weird. It's weird because with Shadowpan you want to be hitting energy spenders, right? With efficient training, energy spenders deal more damage. And then, I mean, if you play Counter-Strike, obviously. It's also, Tiger Palm ends up being, like, a really high bit of your... Well, normally a high bit of your single target. Oh, I'm looking at overall. Oh, and then it didn't... Wait, what? Why is it not showing? Huh? What's going on? Yeah, I don't know. Tiger Palm just seems like too much of a important button in the rotation, despite it being a filler. It's a catalyst for other things that it only makes sense if you, have it in your rotation. But I don't know. The non-Breath of Fire build also kind of surprised people, and maybe there's a world where we just don't play. We play like Press the Advantage, and we don't even worry about hitting Tiger Palm anymore, which I'm fine with. Like, I'd love a Press the Advantage season. Press the Advantage hasn't been good since Dragonflight, like early Dragonflight when it was first released, and then it just got objectively worse. So who knows? Damn. I don't like that it's just like ambient winds. There's no music. You don't even need PTA since you can get keg resets and blackout combos still better in terms of CDR. That too. Yeah, I'll see. Is there someone who's done it who has like a readily available build that I can import? Because if that's the case, then I can do that after I can try it after this key. I don't mind. If not, I might have to cook something up, but it just seems so weird to me to not even hit Tiger Balm. Because that means you're just like straight up not ever spending energy, right? Time to cook. It's really, I'm so bad at beta. Man, like, I find a build on beta that I really like. And normally once I find a build on beta that I really like that performs well, I never want to play anything else or test anything else. And it's definitely like a flaw. I have to be in a mood to try to like figure out new shit to run and like test. Because once something works, I just want to like, I want to play it because I'm having fun. What's up, Toxic? What? Is it? Is that all it is? Do you actually just, like, dude, spinning crank kick just sucks though. Am I cracked? Am I living in a different timeline? Does spinning crank kick actually, like, have a little bit of merit? Wait, where's the mobs? Oh. Here they are. Do us all a favor and die is such a bar. Holy. Oh, is he standing on me? Oh, no. Alright, question is, do I live this? Can I live without a healer for a little bit of time? Yeah, I was standing, like, to the side, and he was on top of me, so I don't know. I'll take blame for standing in a bad spot, but I'm also so scared of these mobs, because, like, the first couple times I was in here, like, they were ferventing. If I, like, moved out of melee range, they would just, like, hit whoever was closest, and that is not what you want, you know? Charred Passion's more Fire Leech? Yeah, you know, potentially. The thing... Wait. Is this... Oh, this isn't the Gauntlet mob. I feel like with the way that Breath of Fire is tuned, and with them removing the stagger coefficient on Dragonfire Brew, I mean, my Breath of Fires have been popping off. But yeah, I mean, there's a world where Charred Passions is, like, not terrible. I tried a little bit of testing earlier on in beta with Charred Passions. I just, like, wasn't a fan of how it felt. Like, it just felt like it did significantly less damage than just Dragonfire Brew, but maybe I'm just, like, on crack. Because I don't think the in-game damage meters breaks down, like, Breath of Fire and stuff appropriately. Spinning Crank Kick plus Blackout combo and you don't lose auto attacks? Wouldn't you lose auto attacks? Because you can't auto during Spinning Crank Kick, unless that's a change that they made that wasn't documented. How does Threat feel so far? Threat feels really good as Shadow Pan. Not the first pull, like not when you like just pull fresh, but once you at least start auto attacking, every time you keg smash, you also flurry strike around the target, so threat feels pretty good. Or your demon hunter pops like a giant collapsing star on pull, and then you can't get threat for like 10 seconds. You know. But generally, threat feels pretty good. Keg Smash does a lot of damage. I think Storm Stout / Keg also kind of makes up for it. How's random damage in tank so far, specifically with weak auras to help tank spanks? I don't think there's a lot of random damage. It's just, I think when you go into a dungeon and you're not familiar with it, you might not be aware of like what's going to do a lot of damage. Like that Null Blast generally does a lot, but I Slush Shivered beforehand. So once you understand the dungeon like profile, I don't know. I don't think there's like random damage outside of like autos. But autos generally comes down to like just mitigate forehead. Like just keep up your active mitigation and you're probably fine. Kind of want to save this for the ads that should spawn. Here they come. A little late, but that's okay. I gotta be super careful on... I hate tab targeting in this game. It is the worst. Is it bad that Counter-Strike is locked behind facepalm? It's not bad per se, but it's not great. Like, if you're going for, like, a non-Tiger Palm build, yeah, it's kind of shitty. But, like, that's just... I think that's a result of people trying to cook up something that, like, Blizzard straight up doesn't intend. Like, I don't think they want you to not hit your main filler. Yeah, I mean, it would be better if it was, like, in a slightly different location. It might be better if it swapped places with facepalm, but the thing is, Blizzard has done this constantly. Like, they keep swapping those two talent positions. Like, it feels like every other patch, they're like, okay, we've swapped facepalm and Counter-Strike. Oh. Is that because I was in it? They don't have a direction for what they want with the spec. Feels unfinished still. Yeah, you could definitely make that argument. I don't know if it's... I think there's been times where Brewmaster feels more unfinished than it does now. I think they I think they know what they want to do with like its core rotation. I think that the spell priority right now, with it being mostly Keg Smash, is like good. Obviously, the War Within was terrible because in Raid your priority was spam fillers, and spamming fillers is never fun for any class. Fury Warrior has the same issue right now. Their filler is their primary damage, so you choose your filler over Rampage unless you need to become enraged, and then you Rampage. But it's terrible. Like, it's... I think they know what they're doing. I feel like they're 80% of the way there, but they could easily make the spec either 100% complete or 95% complete, or they could ruin it. They could just, like, fucking go the opposite way. So yeah, we'll see. If threat is a bit iffy at the beginning of a pull, would Oxychu not be the play? Oxychu's fine. What's nice about the class tree is that you have additional points now, right? You have an extra 3 points in the tree. So, like, there's things you could pick up that would make sense. That you don't need Still Steep, you don't need Silent Sanctuary, so you can easily grab, like, Ox Statue. Oh, yeah. We gotta channel this shit. I forgot. Filler should be a filler, not a killer. I think fillers can be done well. I think a filler can feel good to hit. Like, if your main abilities empower your filler, and then you get, like, one big hit on your filler, and it's good, but it's like, not consistently the best choice in all situations to hit, I think it's fine. Like, I think Counter-Strike and, like, Blackout combo makes sense, right? You Blackout kick, and then you get to choose kind of, like, what you want to do next, and the next thing you generally wanted to do in the past has been Tiger Palm for damage. But it doesn't mean you necessarily want to spam Tiger Palm. Now, you can also, though, make the argument where it's like, well, that's all we're doing in the War Within. But that's kind of a... That's a feedback loop of Master of Harmony having, like, major issues. Oh, do the lingering bats heal when they die? Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah, like, the last thing anyone wants to do, though, is spam a filler, where it takes precedence over everything else. And fortunately... Okay, I don't know what to do with... Do I keep pulling? No, they're fixating, it's fine. I just do this. I kind of blanked out on what I was going to say. I would not like it if there was a world where we, like, straight up never hit our Tiger Palm. And with Spinning Crane Kick being, like, terrible, I'd love it if Spinning Crane Kick was just always better in, like, 3 targets or more. But it's just not. I'm kind of trying to think through the idea of what is currently, like, really good. Or what could be a benefit of, like, running a no Tiger Palm kind of build. Oh, shit. Okay, does it not Fervent anymore? That's good. Because I feel like if you play a non-Tiger Palm build, you can ignore, like, a lot of the right side talents. And when I say a lot, I mean literally, like, 2. But that's 2 points that you could spend elsewhere. And that's a dub. Oh, no, you're dead. See you, buddy. Oh, that's good. How is Vital Flame feeling? Its healing is mostly steady through breath. Yeah, so that's what I really like about the build that I'm currently playing, is that when you're playing, like, Dragonfire Brew, and you're playing the, Fuel on the Fire, which is the Exploding Keg Capstone, you have these really high bursts of healing, and then every Breath of Fire, you have, like, kind of consistent healing. It scales better into bigger pulls, for obvious reasons. So in dungeons like Algathar, it might be really good. I think in some smaller pull dungeons, though, it might not be the play, and Awakening Spirit is also really strong as a defensive node, but also you can make the argument that it's not worth in some cases. That sound effect was so fucking loud. It's so... It's so good. See, I wish our Apex talent was bad, man. Like, truly. Some 41 would disagree. Who? Oh! Oh, guys. We kicked the wrong target. Okay, that's unfortunate. I think a couple of them were stacked, but I definitely kicked the wrong one. Oopsies. That definitely won't mess up anyone. How do you know the top target? Like what to kick? So Um, so Lithraxian doesn't have horns. He's a bald man, kind of like Shard. And the rest of the images have like giant horns, like yellow horns. And so you're like looking for the bald guy. So it's like looking for your dad at the supermarket. Just looking for a bald man who's avoiding you. You can ping him before he goes away? Oh, that's actually really good to know. I know that, well, I don't know if they fixed it, but the Hunter's Mark worked earlier in the week when I did this place, where when we had a hunter who had Hunter's Mark on the target, it would just stay above him the whole time, and it was good. So is it a case where you want to stay, like... So we had the issue where, like, the mob, they all got baited on top of each other last time. So, do you see how they all have horns? Like, they all have these, like, yellow horns on their head, but this guy's, like, bald as fuck. Oh, they got him. Alright, W. This group's so talented. Oh. He just fucking died. Yeah, that ping is kind of cheating. I don't like that. I want a minigame where I have to fucking search for my dad. That's crazy. Insane. So good. Oh god. I just don't, like, I don't know what the best positioning would be here. Getting carried by the healer again? Yeah. He doesn't have a kick, but he does have his... He just macroed his ping to his kick button. It's insane. Insane tech. So he's gonna do it again, I'm assuming. There's the ping. Bam. Okay, that's kind of dumb. Like, I'm sorry. I think that's just silly. I hope Blizzard fixes that. I don't want... I want it to be a skill test, man. I want to hold pugs hostage when we get here and they bricked my key. I want to just keep kicking the wrong target. Yeah, it's like... Is that not terrible? Like, is that not bad? Yeah, it'll be fixed, maybe. We'll see. I don't know. We only had 15 deaths. That is a win in my book. Did you guys see that? That nice little backwards roll I just fucking trusted. That was insane. Have you tried Bob and Weave build yet? If so, is it any good? Sorry for the questions, don't have access beta. No, that's really fair. I haven't played with it personally. I like Black Ox Brew. Yeah, just roll off the edge. So Bob and Weave is good. I think the buff to it actually makes it better slightly defensively, but I think... I like Black Ox Brew because it allows me to have on-demand purifying brews. It also lets me reset Celestial Brew for a little bit of healing. Celestial Brew is really undertuned right now, but it allows me to basically have another chance to proc bring me another, or a guaranteed proc. So it ultimately is a damage button versus just purely defensive. And so, I don't know. I really like... I liked Bob and Weave back when I first started playing Brew. It's a good button defensively, but not having the agency to, like, reset your brews is... It's, like, now really foreign to me to play where you don't have to worry about it. But it's good. It is a good talent. They also, well, the cow used to, when you purified it would stomp, and now they've made it so it black kick, so it is a little bit less, but I don't know. Oh, I wasn't, dude, I was playing Rushing to Win. No, no, no. Okay, we're done. Okay, we're good. We're good. Special delivery. Even though special delivery is like not doing anything kind of that impactful. So what I'll do is if I disable this, and hit close, and then I come in game, we go to options, audio, and then I go like this. Now I have actual music going, I think, again. Oh well, alright, W. Is that working? I have to play through my Elgato, which I'm not like a fan of, and I also don't want to get flagged on YouTube, so I think I disabled it going to YouTube, but that means YouTube has like no sound now. We jamming? You were enjoying the silence? Alright, buddy. Alright, bucko. Go lick a popsicle. I don't know. Okay, let's cook some shit up. Is the music playing through on YouTube? YouTube still has voice sounds? Silence plus popsicle licking stream would actually go crazy. Dude, I don't know. I can't have popsicles in the winter. It's rough. It's rough out here for a little fart boy. Okay, W. So ice cream's good. I think like specifically popsicles are a little rough. Because you get into the whole like argument of like, well, like dairy and like hot, like heat and stuff versus like I think popsicles are super refreshing. And I'm thinking of like the really sugary ice, like when I think popsicle, basically, on a stick. I don't like that I can hear this actually. I think I'm just gonna straight up disable my music. Which is fine. Last year we had a white Christmas. This year it's gonna be 67 degrees on Christmas. What the fuck? Oh my god, that's in that. Where do you, in what region do you reside? I know that's a fucking banger way to ask where do you live, but yeah, unfortunately, so we just got like a shit. Oh, New Mexico. Yeah, okay, that's insane. That's insane. You even had a white Christmas. All right, we're cooking. Hold on, I gotta. Okay, so I wanted to go like this. I want to go new build, Tiger, Palmless. So we're gonna run Rushing Jade Wind, right? And then you know what? I gotta... Oh, this is gonna be weird, right? Because we still want Cow, right? We want Cow? Oh, wait, hold on. This might be rough. I hate having to spend 2 points there, though. That's rough. Do I go Charred Passions? And are we playing Shadowpan? Is this like what we've decided on? Or are we, should I go Master of Harmony? Three-second blackout kick. Master of Harmony. All right, this is like beyond cook. This is... It's not even cleaving. Oh man, this is terrible. Should I run staggering strikes as well? Should we just like actually fucking roast? No shot this actually works. No, this doesn't work. No way. No. No way, buddy. Dude, poor Jack's gonna be like, Brewmaster's not too bad. It's been okay. And then we're gonna go into this key and I'm gonna just get fucking shit on. And he's gonna be like, what happened? I'd be like, well, I'll have you know, I am pretty goddamn terrible. You just made some ramen with leftover consume? Wait. Assume that you get from Berea. I don't know what any of that is. I understood maybe 40% of that sentence. Actually wild. Vivify is a last resort filler. I don't even like where this is going at all. What I don't like about this is if I'm... How do I proc... If I'm not Tiger Palming, do I have to spam Vivify to get rid of my charges? Like, what's going on with this? This is going to be terrible, by the way. Paydays for testing. Yeah, not terrible build. You know? Not the grossest monstrosities of builds. I genuinely don't even know what I'm going to be doing in here. This is going to be wild. Oh, you know what? God damn it, I'm playing the wrong build. And I say that as someone who is genuinely playing the wrong build. Oh. Oh no, I am Tiger Palming. That's not good. Or Addict. This is terrible, by the way. Yeah, I don't think he's ever going to play with Brew again. This is just a mess. I feel like I have 35,000 rotational buttons, and I'm just sitting at 6 stacks of Harmonic Surge. And I'm like, I could Tiger Palm. I could also Vivify the fuck out of this place, but here we are. Surely this won't be a bad pull. I kind of understand the merit. Oh, and dude, I'm playing Chi Wave. Okay, this is cursed. Dude, I'll be honest. I don't even think I have room in my rotation for spinning crane kick. Like, this is awful. I am also playing cow, and I don't mean to play cow. Like, I genuinely don't feel like I have room in my rotation to hit spinning crane kick all that often. The healing feels terrible. Actually, that feels kind of whatever. Uh-oh. See, I say that, and now I'm just getting blasted. Master of Harmony just needs Jesus. Okay, we'll take a little break after this pull. The tab targeting is so bad in here. Please kill the guy. Jesus, what is going on? Yeah, this rotation feels terrible. I'm also not, like, standing in probably, like, the right location for my frontals. I'm just sitting at 6 stacks permanently. My warrior has threat. I wonder if my group sees me on fire, you know? I definitely am not, this is definitely not a build. Vital Flame is doing negative healing as well. I feel like this is a Shadow Pan angle. Like, this build could work with Shadow Pan, I just think that it's just Master of Harmony's, like, real down bad right now. Like, I could sit here and spam Vivify, but I don't know, the rotation's so bloated already. Like, I can't even keep Rushing Jade Wind up. Also, the fact that they changed Rushing Jade Wind so it doesn't, like, pandemic, it, like, lasts exactly how long it is, and if you gain more haste, it actually falls off quicker. Which is terrible. Like, it ticks faster, but it also falls off. Like, you can't actually have permanent uptime on it. I'm fine when it's acting as, like, an aura, and you can, like, maintain it, and there's, like, a global or two where you can, like, not hit it for a second. I can't believe I was gaslit into running the world's worst build. Why am I doing this? This is a healer's job, buddy. Maybe spinning cranking instead of rushing, but the problem is like I need to since I'm running rushing, it's probably better for me to maintain it, right? No, you're right. I'm just also kind of thinking out loud. Like this is just terrible. Like my top damage was Touch of Death and then Trinkets. Like that's not good. That's not what you want. Huh. Yeah. There's so many things I would already change with this. Like, I would probably go back to a 4-second blackout. I'd also probably just not play Master. I think just those two things alone would help a lot. I feel like I'm missing out on a lot of damage. Is it better single target damage? I'm not really noticing a difference. Like, genuinely. I should be dispelling more. It's fine. W, we did it. This boss looks like it has a lot going on. It it does until you kind of break it down and pick it apart. And so the boss starts by Tank Buster on the tank, which knocks you back. And then the bird puts a disease on everyone, and then the main guy spawns a bunch of freezing traps. And then the bird does like an AoE and then charges a player, and the thing you want to do is you want to step into one of the traps and right before the bird hits you, and then it hits the bird back and like stuns him or whatever, and then it repeats. So there's a knockback. Here's the disease. I'm gonna dispel. So it's kind of just like a rot fight. It looks a little hectic if you stare at the party frames because it looks like something's always doing something to someone. But I think it's a pretty like good balance here. There's the bird's AoE. Then we're gonna dodge circles. All while this is happening, like this guy's not doing anything. He's just hitting me in the face. Then he blows up Casual Addict. It always looks hectic when you first like do it. There's the knockback. I have a bleed on me. Healer's dead. Maybe we'll kill bird. All good. GG. It's not terrible. I like the Rushing Jade Wind firefight. I just don't like what they did with Rushing Jade Wind. I don't like that it can't actually have 100% uptime anymore. Like, the fact that it doesn't pandemic is, like, really weird to me. Was yesterday. I wish... See, like, this is the problem, too. Like, I just don't have damage. Like, nothing hits hard. And so when I'm trying to gather pulls or get threat on all the mobs, it just like they're like, nah. We're gonna stay out here and just spam some bolts. And your warrior's gonna rip threat. Little 2-for-1. That was a terrible leg sweep. Bad. Like, oh, dude, the worst part is the threat. It's the worst part. Yeah, probably. I know we need to clear the man over there. You dragged me deeper than theory crafting, though. You dragged me into, like, some fucking bottomless pit where I'm just suffering for 40 minutes straight. Because I don't even know, like, how much damage, like, Rushing Jade Wind's really doing, so, like, I don't know what the priority is, even. Yeah. I think there's potential to have a non-Tiger Palm build, I just, like, need to think about it. And I said that in the most Canadian way possible, that was crazy. Yeah, right now, so I have Blackout Kick, Tiger Palm, Rushing Jade Wind, Keg Smash, Breath of Fire. Also, I get resets. I still need to hit Expel Harm occasionally, and then I can offensively hit Celestial Brew, and I have Spinning Crane Kick. Like, I have like 9 rotational buttons. So this guy gives us a... Oh. This guy should give us like a ramping damage buff. I don't know how long he... Does he last, or does he go all the way to the boss? I don't even know. Rooted. Rotational blow for Moonbear damage. Yep, that's what it feels like. Like, and I can't even get threat. Like, the warrior's just ripping. Because there's nothing in my kit that does damage. It's terrible. This is the worst build I've ever played. I'm just, like, stuck in this W. God damn. I've never... Congratulations. I've never had less fun playing anything ever. This is actually terrible. It's so funny because when I do normally test stuff on beta, I like make one change. I'm like, what if I swapped Counter-Strike for Anvil and Stave? And in this case, we were just like, nah, let's take the worst talents and get rid of our best talents and just see how it goes. It's just so just not playing Shadowpan with Flurry Strikes is already so much of a damage loss in terms of like threat wise. Keg Smash still has its like initial problem where like the splash radius is super tiny. Oh, and he just ripped threat up there, and I'm 40 yards away. So that's one part already. Also the hero talent I'm playing, you would think like, oh well, maybe like the other hero talent will make up for the fact like that you don't have Flurry Strikes, but it's like, well, it's kind of not working. Like I'm not hitting the button that procs the damage, and the damage is undertuned, so just a combination of like everything that's bad about it. And so you're treating something that's like really good for aggro, and you're playing something that's just not working for threat. It's not really the Dragonfire Brew difference or the Breath of Fire difference. It's just straight up, like, Keg Smash is turbo bad when you're playing Master of Harmony, and then it's also just not a coherent spec, like, sub-spec. Please stop standing in melee with this. It's like the worst thing you could do is root all the melee. It's alright, though. We win these. And then, yeah. As for was a bad choice. I said goes. I'm so sorry about that. No, dude, I'm not. It's all good. It's all good. It's beta. It's just like, it's not fun. It's all I'm trying to say. It's fucking terrible. But that's okay. It is what it is. Man, this Dungeon feels giant. It's pretty big, yeah. I really like it though. It's probably my favorite of this newer set. I will say the like run back to this point though is really bad. Like it's all the way back in. It's not the first boss room, but it's like the crypt. And so if you die here, it's like, oh man, all right, we are running a lot. I'll do a build after this where it's a little toned down, not as like fucking overwhelming in terms of rotation. And it might actually not be bad. I don't mind a little bit of running between poles. Like, nothing will ever be as bad as... Oh, nice. Oh, thank God Jack had a big heal there, because I did not. I think everyone enjoys a good fucking... Guys, it's a... You're not supposed to run into them. It's all good, though. When I drop my debuff, I will soak this last one. It's like all good if you do so. Like you could have the tank soak one and then you collide two and then you soak the last one or something, but that is not intended. Yeah, so I don't stream a lot of my testing. I'm just bad at it. I'm bad at like hitting this go live button. But yeah, generally what I do is like I'll slowly start changing talents here and there. It's really difficult to like just cook a build up that's totally random, and this is definitely one of those cases. Don't let these touch yet, guys. Don't let them touch yet. Okay, now they touch. They do big touch, big kiss. There we go. Holy cow, we figured it out. It's incredible. That's all good. I'm being just gaslit by Twitch chat, it's all good. This boss going to be an experience on live. No shot it stays live like this. Most people are just bugged, don't have a chance of running it cleanly. That could be the case. Just gotta watch the frontal. I don't know if we are ready for this, though. There's a chance they nerf this in a way. Like, even coordinated groups kind of struggle. You like, maybe they need to, I don't know. I've heard some different, like, takes about this fight in terms of, like, what they could do to make it a little bit better, but... I don't think we win this, though, being down everyone. Yeah, Druid Zoom for sure. I've had dungeon runs of this place. I think I've done this on a 14 or 15 in time. So it's like... It's doable. Just have to people have to like know what they're doing, and it's obviously really punishing if you mess up. It's also an insanely high healer check. Also, the damage like is but isn't predictable. Like, you know that the damage is going to happen, but how quickly people are able to like untangle their mobs and like get them close to each other is like really not easy. I think the best thing to do is the ads do spawn in like in an order, like it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, and you want 1 and 2 to touch first since they're already moving. But it's fucking rough. I think it's a really good fight. Like, I think it's really cool. I'm just not a fan of... Like, it is a very difficult fight currently. And it's not something that they can really tune, it's just that the mechanics are complicated. We're running a very scuffed no Tiger Palm build that is just not working because I think we overshot in the direction. And when I say we, I definitely am blaming everyone but myself because I would have never made this, this decision. It's all good. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 should touch first, and then 3 and 4 should touch. Except naturally what's going to happen is that like people like to... People like to like stay on the boss, and so then the ads get all really close to each other, and that's not what you want. And like, see how the warrior's kiting away? Like, the warrior should be going over here, or maybe I can just fucking force the boss. Because, you know, obviously DPS want to stay on the boss to do damage. So it's like, I don't know, man. So like 1, 2, 3, 4. So like 1 should touch 2. Or we could just do this. Like, a kite to the ad, man. It's not hard. There we go, that's 1. And now I have the other ad, so I'm going to drag it over here. And then it's going to touch, and then we phase, and then this is where you need to use big defensive, because generally you're going to pop right before you go into a phase, and you want to ideally pop before this phase starts, because this fight, or this phase has just rot damage out the wazoo. And you can see here, like, the boss is at 50% health. So, ideally, you'll only have to do this phase twice. Speed. I am not running Hasty Provo, unfortunately. But that is a good shout. I always forget to run it. I should be running it. I wish you could Tiger Lust the ad. Unless I'm cracked. Is it a friendly? I thought it was an enemy. Yeah, they're enemies. Like, I know you want to hit the boss, but stop. Okay, we'll do this. Fine. Ring. Okay, it's good. And we'll do this so just the range can kite. It's all good. Just let the... Yep, good Typhoon. W. Insane. We don't want that to happen, though, in the next phase, because you need space. So melee can kind of cross here. Nice. And now we're gonna get this guy over here. This is not good. That, I don't know if did we Typhoon there? There we go. Now we're probably gonna maybe die. Good cloak, bark deployed. Okay, just gotta live this and we're chilling. I like this phase a lot though, man. I really like dancing around balls, if you know what I mean. Yeah, I wish it was just still baseline, but it's fine. Like, it's really easy to take, I'm just not playing it. So my least favorite part about this bridge is that there's 2 casters per pack. And it's really annoying to deal with. Because you have these, like, hands that start charging you. And most people get hit by them because they don't pay attention. Or don't know. Does Hasty Provo work on fixated enemies on teammates? Yeah. Yeah, you can utilize it in, like, Halls of Atonement, for example, on live servers. On the 3rd boss. It's really good for that. It's really good for fucking with your friends. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, Necrotic Wake was fun too. 3rd boss. It's a very overpowered, like, subtle mechanic that I think can be utilized in certain niche locations, like, niche encounters that makes it actually insane. It's really good for, like, repositioning mobs. I think this is your favorite dungeon on beta. Last 2 boss fights are so fun. Yeah, I agree. This is probably my favorite dungeon out of this, like, four dungeon pool. I don't think it's my favorite going into next season. I tend to favor, like, the older dungeons, but I don't know if that's, like, a... I just like older dungeons because they're, like, there's that, like, nostalgic aspect. How are we short? I'm always short here. These ritual drums also kind of fuck. Is this guy worth percent? He has to be, right? He's worth 1%? No shot, dude. Master of Harmony just has a lot of issues with its tree right now, and the major flaw is just how frequently you gain Harmonic Surge casts and how hard it is to, like, actually deploy them. Fuck it, we send. No, don't put them far... Okay, it's fine. So this is good. Keeping them nice and close. This is perfect. And then I can... Oh, one's, like, in the wall, though. That's crazy. It's like in the wall, dude. Oh, we missed one. All right. So unfortunately, we lose. We lose that. That's fine. Yeah, this town build was terrible. This DH is going where I'm trying to go, man. Please leave me alone. Dude, this DH, man, needs to chill. I wonder what happens if I meld that cast. Oops. Oh, we just missed it too. Rip. So getting the stacks here is good, right? It's just like... Dude, every time I come in here, I try to... I think that I'm pulling more trash, and then... I'm always short. Every time. It's kind of wild. Had so many people yell at me when you take this guy in the corner? That surprises me. I feel like it doesn't really matter where you take him. It just... I think taking him in the center of the room is a little bit better if you're a tank who has agent... Like, the ability to get out quickly and consistently. And then you, like, want to put the pools up on the wall but keep Austin center. I don't know. That'd probably be the best thing to do, but... That is actually wild. Dude, I don't know Dorky. I don't think I've ever talked to him. But I love whenever I finish a route and it's short percent, I just say it's a Dorky route, and we call it a day. Yeah, crit first items. It's good. Yeah, this is insanely overcooked. I think Master of Harmony is just in a really bad state. I've played Master of Harmony in like a really like static, boring build, and it's okay. You just overcap. You're sitting at like 6 stacks forever, which feels really bad. I think Shadowpan could work though. Like I think if we change Shadowpan, and then you change this to 4 seconds. The only thing is, like, I could run cow. I could keep running cow. How's Prop Paladin beta keys? Prop Paladin is insane. It's insanely good. I think if you're running a no Tiger Palm Shadow Pan build, I think you would run it as a replacement. So like, let me test this out really quick. So now instead of like having to worry about stacks, like my auto attack damage should just like be much better, so. And then every once in a while we can throw a Tiger Palm in, or I can just like spin more often. So like, I don't know, it's looking like better. Like Chart Passions is doing a lot more. It's a good bit of damage. So like if we look at the Nexus Point Zenus, and we go to damage done, and we go to me, and then we go to breath, Dragonfire Brew is contributing 4% damage. And in that last run, Charred Passions was doing 2% damage, but I wasn't spinning and I didn't have Blackout Kick Cleave. So am I crazy? Does it not count Celestial Flame in the log, or is it just baked into Rushing Jade Winds? I could also just not run Celestial Flame, and I can like put it anywhere else. Like I can get more stomp damage. I don't know, I also kind of like the idea of playing Celestial Flame. Yoda doing 500k DPS every other pull is nuts. On Prod, yeah, dude, I did a key yesterday, and there's like one pull I did where I was like at like 400k, like 300k, 400k. It wasn't every pull, but I was also chaining a lot, so I don't know like if it's because we were always in combat. What key are they in? Magisters? Okay. Magisters, let's go. I'm gonna fatten you up, little boy. All right, dude. Dude, I just got back. And I looked outside and I saw some bozo walking my dog. And I was like, who the fuck is that? Why is my dog outside? It's my brother. It's walking a little guy. Yo, Naiden, thanks so much. Big streak, dude. W. I will probably do some paladin testing after this key. Though I do need to set up some mouse over macros. What percent flurry charges is from auto attacks? What do you mean by that? Every successful auto gives you a stack. Crits give you 2. If you're dual wielding, it's 1. If you're pole arm wielding, it's 2. Crits are 4. And all flurry strike charges are generated off of auto attacks now. I don't think anything else, unless I'm mistaken, I don't think anything else generates them. You get an automatic 3 from your wisdom. And then you also, when you activate your cow, you automatically get 10 separate charges that will discharge as well on top of your already accumulated ones. It would be really cool if there was a world where like haste auto attacks meant a lot more damage contribution, but I don't think haste is like, unless they give us some type of modifier with haste outside of just energy regen and attack speed, I can't imagine like we're ever gonna really care for haste. I would love nothing more than like a haste brewmaster build. I wish Rushing Jade Wind like scaled well. Just run around with Rushing Jade Wind and that's how you hold threat. Yep. I might be pushing keys later tonight, guys. It's gonna be pretty incredible. Oh man, I just already botched this entire opener. Oh no. Why is... I need to figure out what keybind that is, because I keep accidentally hitting it. BDK still good? It's been kind of down bad. In my very non-professional opinion. As someone who's never been that interested in monk class, I recently came across your vids and decided to roll Brewmaster and been enjoying a lot. Big ups, daddy. Amen, daddy. Fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome. Oh no. Yo, my group decided to pop off. That's good. We like popping off. Oh, we're dead here. Our healer is not here yet. Oh no. What the fuck, dude? Uh. Oh man. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está mi healer? That was awesome. I like do this massive pull and our healer's just like back there checking his talents, getting mana or whatever. I don't even know what he's doing, but that's okay. I'm just so go, 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 go. So the question is, do I keep playing that build? Or do I try to... Do I try to play like a true Master of Harmony build? Because like true Master of Harmony actually feels fine. Though I don't think I should run... Oh, why is my bar all fucked up? Wait, this is weird. Okay, this needs to go over. This goes down. I don't need this. This goes... here. I'm so blind. There. Control 3. What do I not have on my... Oh, what happened to my frickin'... Tiger's Lust. That's already there, and then we go Shift C. Control 6. Oh, my trinket. Alright, that should be everything. Sorry, my bars got all messed up there. Oh, and then Vivify. Vivify. Any tips on marking groups for pulls or learning how to figure out routes? Do you use add-ons for it? Really only played Holy Paladin and Arms Warrior for PvP, decided to push PvE in Midnight. There have been add-ons that have like done auto marking and stuff. I don't know what the landscape's gonna look like going into Midnight. I don't know if someone's gonna make an add-on for auto marking or if that's even allowed or a possibility. What some groups do is you just, if you have a group you play with, you have everyone have like a separate macro, and they can just, when they go into a pool, they just mark the thing that they plan on kicking or CCing or whatever. Generally, auto markers are kind of the best ways. For grouping up pools, it kind of depends on the tank. But Brewmaster specifically, it's just like identifying which enemies are casters, interrupting them, and then finding like a centralized location to group them in. So like going into this first room, I know that there's two casters on either side, so I'm going to roll in. I generally kick the left, and I try to bring it over to the right caster, or get them into the middle of the room like this. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Chi Burst. Why does our damage look so low? So this next pull, for example, we're going to do something something similar. I'm going to grab the first three. I know that this is a caster, so I'm going to kick so she runs with me, and then I'm going to go all the way to the end. We'll line of sight. And then all the mobs should be nice and stacked for the most part. I don't know why it's saying, like, our damage looks so low, because... Nice big Chi Burst. Uh-oh. Jack got sent back. Luckily, Brewmaster's off-healing is actually pretty good right now. Like, with this hero talent specifically. Whenever I drink a Celestial Brew, I proc a hot on 3 people. Whenever I Tiger Palm with stacks, I cleave heal. It's not a lot, but it's a little bit. Mage got sent back. I don't want to pull yet because Mage is actually AFK. I don't know. Now that it's like now that we're in a 14, I kind of want to like play a non-meme build. So I'm playing just Master of Harmony, but with like kind of a normal build. Like I'm still just sitting at 5 stacks, like, and now I'm at 3 stacks, but now I'm about to go up to 4, and then 6, and now 7, which it doesn't go up to 7. And DPS is looking okay. I think it reset. I don't know what was going on with the like first build. I know sometimes the in-game meters are very weird. So just learn the dungeon casters and LOS points is a big one. Yeah, generally speaking. And it comes with experience. Like, it's not going to come on the first time you run the dungeon. But, like, I know there's a caster in the center here, so I'm going to kick to get him over here. And then there shouldn't be any casters in this pool. And our warrior just ripped everything. What am I targeting that? Yeah. Yeah, this squad just blasted. Is getting percent relatively easy? Generally speaking, like, most dungeons Blizzard does design in such a way where it's feasible to just hold W, pull everything that's in your way, and you'll be at 100%. Is that always the case? No. And then there's some dungeons where the path that Blizzard gives you is a terrible one. And so when that's the case, it's about, like, figuring out routes around that. But up until, I would even say, like, 15 keys on live servers, like, holding W through a key, super easy. Super chill. This sentry is just living, though. And maybe we could do this. Oh, the poor little druid needs mana. Main issue is that count and difficulty are not directly correlated. Correct. And learning, like, what mob, based on its percentage, is worth the percentage, and, like, the time spent pulling that back, you know? Halls of Atonement at the beginning of the season felt like I had to pull way too much. I mean, it still feels like that. I don't know if they really fixed it. They, they changed it by like 3% or something, but I feel like you're pulling all of the first area and then you're holding W, where before it was like you kind of got to like choose, like, do we hold W or do we get to pull a bunch and then do a bunch of cool like skips and shit. Oh, did he just eat? Oh, he ate my kick. That's fine. How's he supposed to know that I'm a fucking gamer? As long as someone kicks Pyro Burst, we should be good. That's why I prefer hallway dungeons. I don't like want to think about it. Yeah, I mean, hallway dungeons can be done correctly, but it's hard. I think it's harder for Blizzard to do those dungeons correctly, but I think there's a lot of merit to it. Look at that speed taunt, dude. Oh my god. Mega Waddle. How is he supposed to know I'm a fucking gamer? That was kind of good, wasn't it? Did they fix this? So before, what was happening is like the orbs would all spawn on the same side. Oh, DK's just a god. All right, DK's a gamer too. Fuck it. Fuck it, we ball. Yeah, they bugged this. This boss is bugged. So if you tank him near the wall, he just like doesn't do anything, and like none of the orbs spawn, so you don't have to soak. No way it stays like this. Don't become kings. Even. Dude, I haven't. Dude, Fall Out Boy goes fucking dumpy, brother. You're one of. I'm another one. I loved Grimrail Depot. Grimmy Depot. Grimmy Depot was awesome. I love this DK's commitment to the bit. I got it, guys. Don't even worry about it. That was kind of scary. I didn't mind Grimrail Depot, but I think if you're a tank main for like a long time, you get used to this. Like this is what tanks see, I think, more often than not when they're tanking. And so you get used to playing in those close quarters where DPS have the luxury of like kind of positioning themselves in such a way where they're able to see like more of the field of play. So yeah, Grimrail to me, I did not mind Grimrail at all, but like everyone I played with hated it, mostly because they just hated the cameras. It wasn't like a bad dungeon. I mean, there's obviously a lot of issues, as the kids say. Oh, nice Iron Bark, dude. Fucking W. One day we'll kick bolts, and it's gonna be so good. I got the poly there. That's... Oh my lord. Mage Bound, no. I feel like monk damage is low compared to other tanks. I'm not playing the most optimal damage build. But I would say you still, like, Brewmaster's right now struggling from, like, you still have to try harder to do good damage that just other tanks do naturally. But I would say, like, in a vacuum, I think the tank is, like, okay. Maybe a little on the lower end, but nothing like Lunar Bear, you know? Loon's Chosen is real down bad. It does competitive damage with, like, other tanks. And one thing that's nice about Brew is it's not cooldown reliant. Like, you have some classes that have highs and lows. Paladin's probably one of them. Like, when you're in wings, great. And when you're not in wings, not great. Brew's damage is, like, always static, it seems. Which has merit. There's merit to that. It's good to have threat. I don't want to pull more Spellbreakers because I know their Runic brand gets real spooky here. Or Runic Glaive. Sanguine Depths with Lantern Route planning was peak hallway for me. Yeah, Sanguine Depths was a great dungeon. Now, it started off terrible, but over the course of the expansion, Blizzard made really good changes to the dungeon, where by the end, it was one of my favorite places to run. I think if it ever did return, I don't think it would ever exist in its old state. Obviously, they would get rid of the Lantern play. Yo, Shy, your videos got you to start tanking Mythic Plus. Oh, hell yeah, man. I love hearing that. Tanking can be stressful, like, if you haven't done it before. Yeah, Sanguine was really good. I really like bosses that use encounter space well. And I think the second boss in that dungeon was really fun. Like, having that entire hallway, and then the boss room is contingent based on how many mobs you clear. Like, you kind of get to create your own floor space issue, like, if you, by pulling less or more. It's so good. I'm a big fan. I thought they said, dude, I thought they said wait, dude. They said wait a second or something. Wait after this. KK, first healer, after me, after plate guys. And then it was like, yeah, Jack's never playing with Brewmasters again after this. That was wild. I don't know who pulled. Because I was just standing here. Just about when you got first big pull on priority to be consistent good, bro, it's so sick. Yeah, man. There's a lot of things that you can, like, take a lot of pride in as a tank, and, like, getting mobs grouped or learning how to survive big pulls so your DPS can, like, pop off is, like, really fun. Oh, you get silenced if you get hit by that. That's good to know. It's probably the worst time to move in.
It's like my Uncle Kagi once said, with
Oh,
great
man.
power comes great big booty bitches.
Yo, Gexel, thanks so much for the Prime, man. Appreciate you a bunch. Hopefully you're having a good day. We have 4 marks out. This is not good.
It's like my Uncle Kagi once said, with great power comes great big booty bitches.
Yo, Slade, dude. Thanks so much for the Prime, man. Evening. I'm killing. Aw, thanks, man. Yeah, I'll have a video come out later today. I wasn't able to get it done in time. Well, it's pretty much done. I just, like, needed to export it, but then we started doing some beta testing, so it'll come out later today, but I have a video about a 16 Nexus point that I'm gonna have come out, so it'll be good. Yeah, I'm streaming over on Twitch as well. And I'm also streaming on YouTube. YouTube. Because YouTube actually pays me. Twitch is just sucking out my soul.
It's like my Uncle Kagi once said, with great power comes great big booty bitches.
Yo, Hamster, thanks so much for the Prime. Appreciate you. Holy shit. Why not stream together with Jack? I don't know. Take my Prime. Yeah, Jeff Bezos just texted me. He said thank you. Oh, that was terrible. That was a horrible time to drop. Fuck. I don't know. I don't know why I haven't. We probably could. I don't know. I know some streamers like to do that. I know some streamers don't. I'm kind of indifferent. So, yeah, maybe in the future. Do they still do affixes for Mythic Plus? Yes and no. So there are affixes still. Once you hit level 12 keys, your affixes go away and you're just playing the dungeon, and you just have a modifier on the dungeon to make it bigger. If you're playing a lower than a 12, there's like a Xalatath affix that has like a Kiss Curse effect. Which is very good. Is there another pull here? I can't remember. There's no music on YouTube? Yeah. It's because if I play music, I get copyright stricken. And all of the money I earn from the stream goes to whoever else, like YouTube and other, bands and shit. And then like my stream can't be viewed, and like, yeah, there's just like a bunch of stuff. Yeah, the music should just be on Twitch. So if you're on YouTube, you can be your own DJ. Even though my music is so good. This Call the Void thing is a little annoying. There are casters in here. I just can't find them.
I simply wish you had lasted a little longer.
Oh, man. Sally, please. Oh, we still got this pack. Interesting. Very, very interesting. And I can't find my kick target. There we go. You're delivering mail right now, and I got the sounds of the city. Who needs music? Oh, true. City sounds go hard, man. You just listen to my thick breathing. I'm a little scared for the next pull. I don't know what's... Yeah, this damage is really bad. So this is where Master of Harmony like kind of struggles a bit. Like I don't have enough consistent AoE damage, and my damage tends to get spread out real thin the more targets there are. Which is not good. How is light brewing in Midnight? I was thinking about that actually yesterday. I was doing some limit testing, trying to figure out how to live a certain pull that I can do on my DH, but can't do on Brewmaster for obvious reasons. And I have gone back and forth on light brewing. So it could be a pretty significant damage gain if you're playing special delivery, which I am. But I don't know what the actual numbers would look like. Because right now, I was thinking like, okay, so having more mastery based on stagger is good, but we're purifying more, so our stagger is naturally lower. And the only thing you really want it for is big Celestial Brews. Obviously damage as well, but you want big Celestial Brews. Except it's like they're so tiny. So even when you are deep in stagger, your Celestial Brew is like a 12% absorb. And so I was thinking, like, maybe I just go light brewing to get, like, Giga Dam. Oh! How do we always miss the fear? Like, every group I play in, they always, what fears? Maybe I'm just not... Oh. Oh. This absorption shield's so big, dude. Holy. Haste light brewing, high tolerance for perma purify. Yeah, you just, like, actually just only ever purifying brew. Yeah, I can't tell. I don't know what actually fears. It is a 14. We're definitely not going to time it, but that's okay. Just test it. We had a couple of weird... couple of weird things go on here. Big chi burst. Nice. Just testing. Do I have any favorite dungeons? I really like Mayasara, which is one of the new Midnight dungeons, and then from the old pool, the ones that they're bringing back, I really like Seed of the Triumvirate. And I really like Skyreach. Pit's okay, Algathar's okay. But yeah, those I would say those like 3. So Mayasara, Seat, and Skyreach are probably my 3 favorite. We are destroying this boss, by the way. Like, this is kind of crazy. So Cosmic Sting, we want to, like, run out before that drops. And then you need to run to your ad. So mine's over here. And then, as long as we remove it from most of the ads... we should be good here, maybe? Then I'm going to get grip to the left, or right, sorry, math. Evening from Norway, W Norway, let's go. Am I going to test other tanks than Monk today? Yeah, after this, I think I'm going to, as long as this group's still going. I mean, regardless, I think I'll jump over to Paladin. Do a little Paladin, and then maybe a little Prot Warrior after that. Was my original plan. I don't know how true that's going to be. Oh, mine's close, W. Okay. Okay, we're doing pretty good. Except my damage is piss. Holy shit, dude. I'm just out here pissing. What's your thought on the changes to the tier set bonuses for pre-patch? Tanks getting 10% damage buff, right? Honestly, I don't even know what you're talking about. Was there a WoW head post or something? I'm gonna have to look. And I'm not sure how much I'm gonna play in, like, pre-patch. Neuralink goes fucking crazy. Oh no. Oh, it's our mage who needs to get there? Oh, W. Okay. Good job, mage. Good hustle. They're replacing tier sets with just damage increase? Oh, really? Yeah, I was unaware. I will look at that after this. I feel like I need to grab this other pack behind me. This may end up getting me killed, but... or someone killed. Okay, I love that I can't tab target kick. No, 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 I'm dead. GG. Double fear. W, okay. It's gonna be weird. People are still doing Mythic Plus and pre-patch. Well, I think season ends, so it'll be like a post-season kind of thing. Would be my guess. So it's like kind of whatever. It wouldn't make sense if title kept going because there's gonna be a massive imbalance, right? How's Brew and Mythic rating? I mean, Brew's generally really good. So it's the infusers that fear. We can skip it. It's fine. I just want to get feared again. I don't normally do Mythic testing. And so I don't know how Brew is performing. I didn't see a lot of people testing it. Where's our AoE fear stop from our warrior, man? He should have known. Can you even do Mythic Plus in pre-patch? Yeah, it'll be available. I don't know. I don't know why it wouldn't. It generally always is. It's just normally it's called postseason. Okay, can we... Okay. Up, up. I don't... This mage is funny, man. I like this mage a lot. Up, up. Okay, we're gonna keep running. Yeah, surely no one's gonna rip threat down there. We pulled the big guy. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, no. Cursed, actually. Holy shit. I don't trust this mage anymore, man. I know about 30 seconds ago I was like, this mage is awesome, I love him. I now hate him. This mage can think about what he did while he runs back. Actual peasant. Actual peasantry. Insane. There was a boss, that patchwork boss, that was very strong for Brew. Yeah, I mean, Brew is generally always a really safe pick. Ultimately, it's going to come down to tuning. Like, does Brew do good dam? If yes, then you bring. If, like, also the other monk specs are kind of beans, then you don't. Like, it ultimately... Yeah, I don't know. I've never been concerned about Brewmaster's performance in Raid. Is Void Surge the fear? I don't think it is, and now the mage is going to go ahead and... Yep. Someone's pulling extra shit for me. I love DKs, man. This run turned from a pretty chill run to I am a little mad at my group right now. Like, people telling me to pull more. My routes, like, look, we're short percent, dude. I knew I was supposed to pull that back downstairs. Insane. At least I'm pretty sure. I don't think this pack's worth 6%. That'd be insane. And not only that, they're like tagging extra shit for me. Like, oh my god. This is like the worst kind of DPS. It's okay, though. Oh, I should just do this. About that. Oh. Yeah, just let him die. I don't care about Lust. We'll say I really only got back into WoW for Season 3, so I'm not familiar with how Blizzard does end of expansion things. Generally, what happens is pre-patch comes out well before, and because of generally how, like, overhauling their changes end up being, it's safe to assume that, like, it's going to be a post-season kind of thing. Only because, like, there's classes that are going to be... There's some meta classes that are going to be really, really fucking bad. There's some meta classes that are going to be really, really fucking good. Where am I? Oh, there we go. And because of how, like, aggressive the changes are, generally speaking, they do like a postseason kind of thing. This run back's really cool though. The run back, man. We made it. It only took fucking 35 years. All right, let's go. We're gonna shimmy our way down. All right, we're gonna fucking game it up. I feel a little weird having someone in my section though, because I normally like to be able to like move around a little bit more. Does Awakening Spirit Vital Flame alternative stack? The absorb from it? No, I don't believe so. Okay, he's in it. That's good. W. Devos come out. Huh. Are you planning to swap mains for midnight? No, probably not. You know, my hope is always to play more than just one tank. So if I can do that, great. But I like, they'd have to really ruin Brewmaster for me to stop playing it. This boss is boring because healer is handling soaks for me for the most part, which is not great. I don't know if, oh, people are getting humbled. I don't know if Jack's gonna swap over. We can't really do this with 3 people. Insane, bro. Holy cow. I think Jack's gotta get it. Unlucky. This is ridiculous. Okay, we got the mage back up. Everyone's got a section. The one thing I will say is this boss is so fun, man. I know it looks boring, but when you get to actually, like, do the volleyball shit, it's pretty good. I know I should probably do this. Jack's like, Yeah, I would say, like, this is one of my favorite bosses for sure. Like, I don't like this dungeon, but man, this is a fun fight. No one important died. That's good. I love the addition of defenses showing on big health bars in the default UI will prevent me from popping Fortifying Brew 1 second after my brother ironbarks me. Yeah, it is kind of nice. I think there's some issues with, like, mouse over and stuff. Oh yeah, we didn't finish the dungeon. Hold on. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. I'm coming. Wait, huh? What? That's lame. Oh, they fled. Uh, wait. Where are they? Where's the I where's the team, dude? What the fuck just happened? Oh, people released. So okay, we're good. That's so funny, dude. Oh my god. It's because they all died, so they released, and I think Jack ran back down to get to them, and I just pulled the closest group to me, and... I don't like this build, man. Like, I don't know. I don't like it. Couldn't imagine me not being a brew. Yeah, I think I started as a bear main, and I started doing content as a... Well, I started as a Resto Shaman and Ellie Shaman player. And then I moved to Guardian Druid, and that kind of got my channel going. And then I swapped to brew, and I've been brew probably since, like, around the 4,000 subscriber mark on YouTube. And so I feel like the majority of people who watch me, unless you're like an OG, thinks that I'm a Brewmaster player. Yeah. Um, yeah, we got some fucking some OGs in here. Um, I do like being a brew main though. And I don't think I'll ever swap. How's Baron Midnight? Looking forward to maining it. Oh, it's looking good. I think Druid of the Claw's in a much better shape right now, but
I simply wish you had lasted a little longer.
oh. Don't usually catch trains, but I really enjoy the tank content. Oh, well, thanks for stopping by, and yeah, I'm glad you like it. How is tank damage looking for midnight? I'm so bored of doing 50% of DPS every time. You want to be a relatively DPS, like relative DPS wise. It's still down bad, unless you're playing like some of the overtuned tanks right now. Your opening Prot Warrior will still be at least a solid tank spec for midnight. It's looking to be pretty good. DaVinci results start working, so you don't have to use CapCut anymore. That's a big W. Fuck yeah, let's go. It's looking good. I think some of the changes that they made to Prod is actually looking or shaping up to be pretty good. That was a 47-minute dungeon. Oh my god, dude. Holy. The limit testing video was really good. Oh, thanks, dude. Chart Passions didn't do terrible there. See, it just, there's nothing that does an oomph damage, you know? Like, this isn't hitting hard. This is dot base, this is RNG, this is 3-target cleave. Even Overwhelming Force is only 4%. Like, this is super low. Like, you can see I'm just, like, sitting at, like, 6 stacks perma. Like, this should never happen. Like, I should never be at this high up. Hoping for all the Paladins. Paladin gets fixed. Paladin's OP as fuck right now, dude. It's insane. It is, but it's not worth, like, it is its thing. It is supposed to do consistent damage, but, like, the problem is that you sit at, like, max stacks so often and you overcap in these situations, so you're wasting so much potential damage. And, like, you can see I'm never going below 2, which is the problem. You should be able to actually get rid of all your stacks, and you currently can't, which means you're losing damage. What would I main if it wasn't Brewmaster? I don't know. My go-to alts have always been Prot Paladin and Prot Warrior. But I don't even know if I enjoy playing those classes as much as I enjoy playing Brew. Like, the reason I'm a Brew main is because no matter what, when I log into Brewmaster, I can play it until I go to bed at night. And I'm having a great time. I'm having fun. I love the class. I like the fantasy. I like how the buttons feel to hit. And I think most people who main a class probably feel this way, unless you're like a weird FODM person or you're really into like constantly trying to learn new stuff about new classes. And so like even Prot Warrior, I like playing it, but after 4 hours or so, I'm like, all right, I'm bored. Like, I don't want to play this anymore. Same with Paladin. Like, I get bored. And so I don't know. I'm trying to like think like what. I don't even think I'd be a tank if I couldn't. If I wasn't maining Brew, I'd probably pick like Frost Mage or something. I'd probably play something else like Ellie Shaman. Other classes that I enjoy playing for prolonged periods of time and like I can play consistently. Like I have 4 Brewmasters on live servers. Like that's how much I love Brewmaster. Did palette changes do something? Yeah. No, it works. We'll do maybe we'll do a Paladin key now. You feel that way about Mistweaver? I don't feel that way about healing, which is a fun contradiction. Yeah, exactly. Like I like tanking and I love Brewmaster, so therefore I like and love tanking, but yo, what's up, Rated? Rated K? over on the YouTube, not on Twitch this time. Yeah, but like, I don't know if I really love tanking, you know? Like, I don't love the other classes enough where I'm like, I love playing this all day, every day, and I can just play this forever. BDK for you, waiting for your Mythic Plus season, it's a long wait. Yeah, it has, well, you're still paying the Shadowlands tax, that's for sure. What's your macro for Blackout Kick? It's just a cast sequence macro. It's, I have it located in my Discord. You main brew too, but usually stop at 3K. Sometimes feel bad for not being able to support the group and not being able to pull as big as like VDH. Yeah, I mean, hopefully you don't get too caught up in that. I think Brewmaster has a lot of unique utility that other tanks kind of struggle at doing if you're really like good at micromanaging stuff. Like paralysing a mob to stop its cast is like really big, like using Ring of Peace to stop stuff or prevent like fixating mobs or preventing like maybe mobs you don't have threat on from hitting your DPS or your range. Like those tools are really important. Speed Provoke's also really good. Blackhawk statue is a good utility. I don't think there's only one other tank with a sizable AoE stun, which is Chaos Nova. Like you have Shockwave, of course, but Shockwave's a frontal. Like, leg sweep's incredibly consistent. You were sinking down the rabbit hole of YouTube shorts when you saw that I was streaming on YouTube? I'm doing good, dude. I love that was me this morning, man. I was about an hour deep into YouTube shorts. It was bad. Yeah, it's what I like about Brew is that you don't have to pull like a degenerate. And they're really efficient at smaller pulls. So if you play with the right DPS, they'll actually really appreciate you. You don't need to pull big to be successful in Mythic Plus, depending on the comp. Like if you're playing with like a Fury Warrior and an Outlaw Rogue and just like a Red Paladin, dude, you just run it down mid, you pull 5 targets at a time, and they're going to be having a blast. You think someone linked the tier set changes? Yes. I will pull that up in a second. Yo, Jack. Thanks so much for the raid, dude. That was a blast. That was a lot of fun. Hopefully you got some good footage of failing keys. That's called a Shaw route special. You were messing around with you for raid frames today? Oh man. I like specifically raid frames or like party frames too, because man, the party frames, there's things I love about them and things that I hate about them. Like the UI video, question, can you check out Sensei Class Resource Bar? I've been messing with UI stuff and I think the add-on could make it feel more usual, like more usual class specs. Yeah, I'll have to check it out. Probably not today, but indie bar frames, yeah. Dander frames have been pretty good. I need to figure it out. Honestly, like I'm pretty okay with base because I don't heal and I tank. But when I'm playing and someone pops a defensive and I try to go to like mouse over Vivify or go to click on their frame and it like doesn't let me because they have a cooldown popped, I'm just like, what is going on? Gonna go bang that out. But let me know. Yeah, I should be free Monday. I have one thing, but I'll let you know. Yeah. The fact that you can't click through it is like terrible. Have I tried using cell add-ons? I haven't. I feel like it's more of a healer thing. Rather than watching on Twitch, chill dude with chill music. Yeah, we got the dad alternative punk rock. Yeah, GG's, dude. It's fun. We'll talk soon for sure. All right, let me see what kind of crazy groups are chilling in queue. Oh wait, this sorry, this tank thing. Hold on, WoW news. We're getting mailboxes and housing. That's good. Maybe I did see it pop up somewhere. Hold on. Does someone have the link again to the Maybe I'm just like freaking crazy. New tier set bonuses pre-midnight. Okay, I think I found it. Is this it? So it's just a 10% damage increase? Um... Is this not just terrible? Is this not? I don't know, man. I don't know how to feel about it because the tier sets are so powerful right now. And I'm assuming that we're getting the talents, like the hero talents in the pre-patch, right? But like you can't play with all of your talents, so you're gonna lose some there. So I don't know, it might actually end up being a nerf. Pre-patch, who cares? I mean, it's like a month and a half that we have to play with it, so I think it's okay to care about it. Yeah, it looks a little... I feel like just a 10%... I don't know if that really... Does that math? Damn, there's tanks already at... I guess I'll do my own key. What do we do? I feel like Windrunner again would be fun. We'll just send it like a nice little 12th. Casual little guy. You love the fantasy of Bear Druid, that's why you played every season, but I do wish it had more of a fun rotation as Brew. Okay, hot take. I think if you play Guardian of Elune, right? I think that's what the talent's called. The one that, like, your Mangle buffs your next spender. I think it has a very similar, like, it's not, I don't know, it doesn't feel as, like, fast-paced as Brewmaster does, but man, Bear has some, like, complex little things going on in its kit if you run the right talents. Bear is in such a good spot right now that I'm even thinking about playing it again, which is, I don't think I would have ever, I don't know. Muttering those words out loud just makes me kind of like tingle in a weird way. Not in a good way either. I keep hitting the wrong thing to, there we go. Do a nice, like, relaxed Windrunner Spire. What I should do is I need to set up my mouse over on this character, because right now, to, like, Word of Glory someone else, I have to click on them. Not dumping Rage into Ironfur makes the game interesting. Yeah, I think it does. You still need, so from my understanding, you need, like, I think you armor cap, or like, loose terminology, you, like, armor cap around 6 stacks of Ironfur, which is feasible to get. You're still able to maintain 2 really easily. If you play Guardian of Elune or whatever it's called, I don't know, I'm not going to pretend to remember the name. You actually end up, like, having crazy Ironfur uptime, and your Ironfur per use, like, the rage you spend per use when you're playing Guardian of Elune actually, like, extends it to the point where you don't have to actually spam Ironfur, and you spam Raise or Ravage, and that feels really good. It does big damage, it gives you big absorbs, which effectively increases your health pool, and it really flattens, or it smooths out the damage taken that bears take. Would love to see him in the bear. We'll do this really quick, and then maybe I'll do a bear key. I got some videos I gotta take care of, so eventually I'm gonna need to jump over and take care of that as well, but for now we'll get Momo in here if he accepts the invite. That 3 group just canceled. Unlucky. Apple Druid. Do you get Apple Druid in here? I don't know how brick this is gonna be. Elune's Chosen is the name. Would love to see some bear keys from you as well. No, I'm not talking about the hero talent. I'm talking about, there's a talent in the tree. It's like somewhat centralized. A little bit to the right in like the middle of your tree. It's a choice node. I'm like trying to think. Do I grab a Frostmage, choose a lever? Ooh, we're gonna get a little edgy guy in here. Might be down to 5. Yeah, it could be. If you can maintain 5 stacks, you're going to be, like, incredibly tanky. You're at, like, a 75% armor, like, 75% armor value, which means you're, like, reducing most melee attacks or physical damage by a significant amount. How's Prop Paladin feeling? We just logged into it. Though I did do a key last night, and it does, like, infinite damage, and it's very fun to play with. I was playing with a build like this. I don't know if this is actually the play. but it felt really good. What I really, really like is the Word of Glory changes. They doubled Word of Glory healing. They doubled the effect of the healing over time effect. And they made it so if you cast it on someone else, it also casts it on you at 100% effectiveness. So you can just like always off heal someone else and it always heals you. It's really good. Guardian being a 3-minute cooldown also feels a lot better. I wish Ardent was a little shorter. I think Ardent being 90 is rough. I think if it doesn't proc the cheat, it should be reduced to a 1-minute cooldown instead. But it is what it is. It's all good. It also does like dumpy damn. Like, holy. I don't want to like toot my own horn or like glaze the class too much without seeing what these other guys do, but like the key I did yesterday, I was like, there was some pulls where I was just out damaging everyone. Could have been bad DPS, I could have gotten lucky crits or whatever, but it has a crazy good damage palette. You mean a tank in midnight? I'm kind of unsure what to play if you like BDK or Prop Paladin. If you're relatively indifferent on like what you play and you're like waiting to see tuning, you definitely need to wait a couple weeks or months before they're gonna start doing like tuning here in the next couple weeks, but I think Blizzard's on a little bit of a beta hiatus. They're not gonna have a new build until January, so there's definitely a pretty big imbalance though, but I'm currently working on another limit test. Yeah, another limit test. So the limit test that I'm working on, I don't even know if it's going to be feasible. So there's a bunch of flaws with my first limit test video. And I wanted to do it on stream last night, and I ended up not because I was just like, I was trying to like figure out a lot of stuff. And sometimes when I'm doing that, it's like, I don't know how fun it is to watch me like do math and shit. You'll see the Paladin changes in a second. They're really good though. But the first test I did, first off, Brewmaster data was inaccurate. I didn't realize that I was doing 7 targets instead of 8. Oh, I'm so dumb. I'm the one with the key, man. So that was wrong. Plus, there weren't a lot of data points. I did one attempt. If the pull was successful, I wrote it off as being, like, fine. Some builds I played more aggressive in terms of damage, some I didn't. So I didn't have a lot of data points. And also I didn't play everything that well. So, like, I need to get better at being good, you know? Which, if I can do that, we're going to be golden. Okay, it's doing that weird thing again where it's, like, not showing my damage accurately. Like, there's no way we do this little damage. Oh, no. Why are mobs getting gripped back into the shield? It is, I mean, it was on overall, but it's current segment, and it's doing this. It, like, counted us in combat from, like, the very start, so it's, like, I don't know, it's weird. It does this every once in a while, I don't know. Oh, this guy's over here. So, like, this pull's gonna be a lot more accurate. As you can see, doing big dumpy dam. That first pull was a little weird, not really sure. Yeah, so, incorrect data, not played well. Brewmaster was like a little off, so I don't know. Like, there's things in this next video, I'm gonna try to address all that stuff. And I'm fine with people saying like, oh, you didn't play the tank well. Because I'm well aware, like, I don't play... I'm never gonna play Blood DK as good as I play Brewmaster. But what I think having more data points will give me a better average, and then I'll have the opportunity to actually get reps, and reps should make the data more consistent as well. So, yeah, that's all good. It might be, I see, I might have to actually end up scrap my current limit test that I've been working on because, oh my god, these nameplates, man. It's actually a really difficult test, and I was able to do it successfully on VDH, but now I'm starting to work on all the other tanks, and it's really, 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 really hard. So I'm gonna have to maybe workshop a little bit. I might have to wait till Algothar's back in the rotation, but I don't want to wait 3 weeks to do another limit test, so we'll see. I've thought about that as well. I've thought about reaching out to other people who are better at like certain mains and trying to figure out like, hey, here's the test, do the test, and like then compare the data of like players who actually know what they're doing. I've definitely thought about that. Okay, wait, why are we shitting the bed? Hello? I don't know what happened there. Can I dispel? There we go. And now my Word of Glory should be like really good healing because I have the dot on me, which doubles the effect of the heal over time. Huh. Yeah, but okay, so my other thing about that though is like, okay, like let's say I'm like an average paladin player. Wouldn't that be better data than having like someone who's like actually good? Because it's like a more realistic thing. Like I guess in terms of a limit test, you want to see how far you can push a class to its limit. But when you're trying to get data to compare how good the tanks are, isn't it better to be average? Maybe, I don't know. Shaw Echo Liquid Method collab would go crazy. Yeah, it would be. That would be fun. Average data. Yep, true. Yeah, I don't know. I can easily sit here and admit that I'm terrible. Like we all know that. The only tank that I would argue I'm good at is Brew. The last test felt realistic. Yeah, I mean, I think though it's you can, you know, yes, it's realistic, but there's also like clearly flaws with it. And so when there's clearly flaws with it, like you want to make sure you're presenting like accurate information. And I after I published the video and people had commented on it, I started to like look back. I'm like, well, I could have probably done these things better. So oh, this guy's just like over here punching. Oh my god. Uh, this group's maybe it's like I'm pulling like
It's like my Uncle
playing
Kagi once said,
okay,
with
I don't know.
great power comes great big booty bitches.
Yo, Onyx, thanks so much for the sub, man. Appreciate you a bunch. Hope you're having a good day. Like, am I pulling too aggressive? Like, should I like pull one mob at a time and just chill? I'm gonna just pull one pack at a time. Clearly, this is a... I don't know. I'm being the asshole. Oh, that's the other thing, too. I didn't log those, like, tests. Love the stress test. It's almost a perfect way to measure tankiness and damage. It was done with tanks that you have mastery over. Monk would be perfect. Wait, what? If it was done with tanks that you have your mastery over, monk would be perfect. I'm trying to like break that. I'm fucking terrible at English. Yes, I think. Um, yeah, like the priority damage is weird. People are like, well, the longer the pole lives, the more damage you can do the priority target. It's like, well, that's not how it works. Like, it's in relation to how fast you're able to get the pole down. So if you have lower damage and the pole takes longer, it doesn't mean you're doing more priority damage. I think with someone argued that in the comments. I was like, come on, man, that's not accurate. Yeah, no, like I would love to have Yoda do Paladin and have like Kyrasis do Blood and have like Pika do Prot Warrior and like, you know, like have like true mains being able to do the thing. Let's see if this guy actually like waits to put down his shit, or if he's gonna pop his blizzard back there and then keep complaining. Dude, stop hitting the. Oh man, I hate mages, man. every mage I've played with. Okay, there's actually one decent mage. This guy's dead again. And then he released. It's all good. Yeah, no, I would love to. I think that would help get better data. I wish Algothar was still available for testing, because most of these other dungeons have like really difficult first pulls. Um, 95 plus logs and War Within should be enough to create fair numbers. I'm sure a lot of tanks would love to help with such an interesting test for tanks. Some would. It's like weird though. Like I'm just bad. Like I mentioned this earlier. I'm really bad at like networking. It's probably like my biggest problem as like, where the fuck did this random spider come from? It's probably my biggest problem as like a content creator is like it's really hard for me to like network, and not hard. It's just I'm like I overthink it. I'm like, oh man, I don't know if this person would want to play with me. Like, are they free? Like, I don't want to like seem like I'm a burden. Like, I don't know, just like standard human shit. But then also I don't know if it's like I don't want to go to like someone and be like, hey, I have this idea I want to like help test, and I don't know if they'll like be like, well, why would I help you with the test when I can just do it myself? And like, you know, because ultimately content creation is like a little competitive. I don't like to see it like that, but I always think like, you know, people are malicious in that kind of way. Because other tanks do this kind of like limit testing. Like I know Now's done it. I think Yoda's done it. I feel like Dorky's done it. I am not using my ornaments. Holy cow. Yeah. And then the only other problem too, and not even a problem, it's like really weird to connect with other tank content creators, because in almost all scenarios you only ever have one tank in a group, right? Especially in Mythic Plus, but even in Raid you only have one other tank. And so it's really hard as a tank player to meet other tank players. Yeah, these are all good ideas. I gotta just figure it out. Like, okay, so realistically, I just need to grow a pair. Like, that's ultimately what needs to happen. Just, Shaw, stop being a bitch. Just go message these people and say, hey, here, I have a proposition. Do this thing. Record the log, record the run, and, like, we'll do a thing.
I simply wish you had lasted a little longer.
Yeah, unlucky. I'm not hitting my buttons right at all. I'm just, like, sitting and reading chat. Yeah, there's also like a pride thing to trying to like do the thing on tanks, especially if I'm like not familiar with it. Like that's so my current limit testing, and maybe I can actually do it after this. I can like show you guys what I've been kind of trying to cook. So what I've been doing is I'm going into, I had to find a dungeon that like allows you to do a fairly decent first pull, but that's not super overwhelming, because it's not really fair to be like, I'm going to pull 3 casters and then be like going on a prop paladin and, or like a VDH and be like immortal. And then any other tank is just going to get blasted. Like, you have to find, like, kind of like a neutral, like, proving grounds, essentially. And so first pull a Magister, you have to do it. And there's 2 casters, and there's, like, a root and all this shit. So Magisters doesn't work. Windrunner Spire also doesn't work. There's, like, a tremendous amount of arcane damage. So Windrunner Spire doesn't work either. Nexus Point Zenith you could do, but requires, like, a ton of ad control, like, and CCs, depending on the side you go to. So Mayasara was, like, my final, like, choice. And so right now I'm going into Mayasara Cavern. And we are, like, doing, like, I think it's, like, an 8-target pull or 9-target pull. That has 1 caster. That casts every, like, 15 seconds. And it's just a root, so even if you do miss the cast, if you have a root removal. Unfortunately, though, the Berserkers at the start of that dungeon don't die. Because every 5 seconds they heal for 2% of their max health. So most tanks end up, like, you'll never kill them because they heal faster than you can do damage. And so it's just like a live lord game. I don't like that I'm losing threat. I don't like playing a tank that their damage is, like, super contingent on cooldowns. Do I have a deal for you? Yeah, but I don't know, like, who's a VDH person, like, besides Yoda, but Yoda's just a tank. Like, I don't see Yoda... Okay, I see Yoda as a paladin player. Like, when I think of, like, insane VDH players, like, I can think of tanks, but I feel like their main is never the thing. I don't know if there's any other better options, though. Like maybe Windrunner, but I don't know. It's a lot easier to just be able to go into the pole immediately instead of, like, doing this weird thing where I have to, like, clear a couple of packs to get to the pole, and that means I probably need people with me, or it needs to be doable. Like, there's a lot of, like, things that people don't really... Yeah, okay, so, like, now to me is, like, the dude is above any tank class. Like, you put now on anything, he's gonna excel. You know? The rare Chinese guy? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know, there might be a language barrier there. Like, I barely speak English, let alone any other language. Alpha? Yeah. It's so weird because I feel like I think I've seen the name, but... I can think of a tank for pretty much everything else except VDH. It's not even a partner, it's just, like, someone who's, like, willing to do that. Because, like, Kira is also a really good example. Like, Kira is a fucking insane tank guy. Yeah, yeah. So, it's like... There are good tank players out there, but... I think it'd be more interesting to hear from, like... Specifically, like, like, that tank class specialist. Because I think those guys... And maybe I'm wrong. From an outside perspective, though. Squish Vegan would probably be the Guardian guy. From an outsider's perspective, when I like think about those players, I don't think of them as, like, a specialist because they're just so good at everything that it's more of a like, yeah, they're just they go on any class and they just fucking game, man. I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm, like, blinking out. This is what I get for not, like, really eating today. Yeah, there's some tank players that I think of them as, like, being a specific tank player. Like, Pika, I think, is a really good example. Like, that dude is a warrior. Even if he's playing VDH, even if he's playing Brewmaster or Paladin, that guy's a warrior. Kira will always be the BDK. I didn't even know Kira played. Like, I can't, like, that's why when I think Kira, like, I can't even, like, put a spec to his name. Like, maybe, I always thought he was, like, a VDH guy, but, like, the dude just plays every tank at, like, the highest level, so I don't know. See, I wish I had my mouse over macro. Yeah, Kairos is his BDK. And maybe I have an issue where I'm just, like, thinking of American or NA region people. Kira Pro Warrior, yeah. I mean, everything. I hate that I don't have mouse over macros right now. It's, like, really annoying for targeting. Holy. I'm, like, not putting out any of my Artimans. I'm definitely not optimizing at all. Just hitting buttons. Yeah, it's weird. I wish I knew more, like, more content creators. Like, I can think of, like, when I think Mistweaver, I think Megasa. When I think HPAL, I think, Ellismere. When I think Priest, I think Jack. Like, there's healer people. But yeah, a lot of tank players. I'm just like, tanks are tanks, man. I wish we would stop. I wish we would drop these better. And I just overlapped that as well. I'm so bad, dude. I'm terrible. Holy. There's a lot of tank players that make consistent YouTube videos about as like me and Yoda. Yeah, I know Tactics normally makes a lot of content, but I don't know, like, I don't know. I'll be honest, I just don't know. Don't know what I'm trying to say. Don't know what I'm doing. Oh, good bait. Fucking insane. I kind of want to try playing Templar, but Porcy's a streamer for Monk only. Oh, you mean Monksy? Yeah. Topics does some tanking stuff. Yeah, I'm familiar with Topic. He plays. He's been playing. He plays Proc'd Warrior. Kairosa said he may make more YouTube videos. Yeah, his consistency with that kind of stuff is pretty sparse. I don't know if he does beta stuff. He might not have access to beta. He's not a bad player. I think he got title last season on it. And I think he's above title this season for it, so, you know, he's pumping. It's good. It's very rare to, like, you have to proc content creator genes is, like, kind of crazy. Like, I guess I should maybe preface this with asking, like, what do people value in, like, a content creator? Is it like the information they provide? Is it their skill? Is it their personality? Is it all three? Because, like, I don't know. I feel like it's really, like, and that's why there's classes that just straight up, like, don't have content creators, because, like, not only do they have to be, like, good, or supposedly good, right? They also have to have a willingness to make content, which is also like not super common. What am I getting? Oh, there's an absorb here, isn't there? Presenting information, you think? I like your videos because of how you get the information across, how you need to present and talk through it. Oh, hell yeah, dude. W. Your passion for the stupid spec is why I watch. Yeah, true, okay. Passion's definitely a big one too, right? It's really apparent when like someone has passion for something and someone doesn't. Like, you can probably hear it when I talk about Guardian Druid or whatever. Like, I'm just kind of like, And then with Brew, I'm just like a fucking... You can hear the ADHD come out, you know? You know, sometimes rambles and glosses over things, it can be hard to follow. Yeah, because, yeah, yeah, sometimes he does. It's not... It's hard. Like, it's really difficult to strike, like, the right balance of all these things. And also be, like, good and passionate, and, like, it's very rare to have, like, that. I've seen some classes that are like, why isn't there, like, a Outlaw Rogue creator? It's like, well, it's because it's kind of hard to proc that, you know? It's hard to spawn one of those in. Like, there's plenty of good Brewmaster players out there, but how many of them are willing to, like, sit down and make content about it? I'm not really sure. You definitely need to proc, like, more than just one quality to... And that's why it's, like, so hard, and that's why it's, like, rare. And if you're ever, like, trying to learn a new class or spec, and you're like, why aren't there any augmentation evoker, like, content creators? So it's like, well, not only are they bad, or, like, there's not many good ones, but on top of that, like, they have to be passionate about making content and, like, have the time to make it. It's kind of insane, actually. Love that. Dog, I don't have time for you right now. You just got thrown in here, which is not your fault, but... Get up on the bed. There you go, buddy. Yeah. Prop Paladin's really good. I'm not playing it well. Like, don't look at what I'm doing, because it's bad, but, they do feel really good when a Paladin player's locked in or actually good at the class. They do a lot of damage. Oh my god. Okay, cool. Dude, DHs are actually fucking dumb as fuck. Am I even targeting a mob? Holy cow. This guy's just dead here. Pops blur at the end of the damage. Nice. W. Stop jumping in, please, dude. You're so annoying. I fucking hate DHs, man. I'm never playing with a DH again. I've just decided right now. Insane. Yeah, see ya. Okay. GG. Trust me, I also have a healer brain when it comes to this stuff. I'm just sitting here like, dude, why? All right, always make sure you grab the boots. The boots are speed. Yoda tends to doom a lot. He does. Yeah, that's okay. It's okay to doom every once in a while. When it's about a spec, I don't fully know. He doesn't explain why he states it's so bad. It's because, like... And, like, I have a lot of respect for Yoda. It's just, like, I think he assumes that everyone who's, like, watching him has, like, a really high understanding. And, like, that's just a gap that he's decided not to bridge. Like, he's assuming you know exactly what he's talking about. So when he goes into detail or glosses over things, he just kind of assumes you know. Which is okay. Because I think a lot of people do watch him because obviously he comes from a place of knowledge because he plays at the highest end. He competes in the MDI and he pushes some of the highest keys in the world. And, like, that's okay. But it means, like, some people who, like, might not know his spec all that in depth is, like, kind of like, huh? Or, like, the content he makes is, like, super, 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 super niche. Which, again, is okay. It's just, sometimes not the best content to, like, you know, consume. Yeah, and yeah, of course, he's always like that's the other thing too. Like, yeah, he dooms a lot, but it's normally in regards to like this thing that I like playing, like Paladin specifically, is not meta, so he's gonna take that and die probably. What's this healer doing? New players would have an easier time with if Blizzard put out videos where they went over all the stuff. Yeah, it'd be cool if they did, but also, see you, Rap Ride. It'd be cool if they, I don't know. How many people actually watch YouTube videos though? Like that's another thing to think about. Like, you know, you might be watching on Twitch right now or over on YouTube, and like you're someone who engages in this content, but the majority of the player base, I would imagine, doesn't consume YouTube content. Because if they did, if the whole of the WoW community, everyone who had an active sub was watching YouTube content, you would see every channel at like over 100,000, 200,000 views. It's just not the case though. So, it would be nice if Blizzard did that stuff. I'd love to do it, man. I'd love if Blizzard was like, hey, we want to put out like quick little guides about some of the specs. Like, would you be interested in like, because you know, like they have like Nagura and Tranos and like these other people like do these voiceover videos. Why are we? Why is this? Okay, I'm about to fucking abandon this key. This is crazy. And I think he just took the battle res there and then, oh my god, dude. The meta-loaded bridge skip from last season is a good example. Yeah. You have to be at like he's good for like someone who's like really competitive. Like if you're already trying to push the highest keys, like Yoda's a really good source of information. All right, let's see if this group can do it. Gotta lock in here. Nothing but locked. I should have saved this maybe for the intermission. Oh well. Paladin this, VDH that, let Brew have the spotlight for once. Oh my god. I actually fucking despise this group right now. Top this guy, please. You have to keep oh my god. Before we phase, you have to get people healthy. It's the law. Also, I'm sure that guy didn't use blur. I don't know. If I went back and looked, I'm sure he's just he's a blurless man. Do we even have another battle res? I do. I'm gonna get him up just because I'm kind of done with this. If we wipe, I'm just gonna fucking abandon. It's all good though. You would love more non-tile route stuff, by the way. Or to be honest, I'm putting words in your mouth. Not Pug W weekly stuff. Okay. What are we doing? I'm sorry, but what are we doing where we're dying to swirls? I need to eat, man. My toxicity is coming out real quick. I'm not playing all that great, but like, man. It's all good. I came back to you. Oh, and then you feared the mage. W. Not Pug weekly stuff, but like 1719 live key routing. Yeah, but like right now, like 19s are like borderline title, right? Like if you're 19 Resil, you're pretty close to where title is. The cutoff's probably gonna be a little bit higher than that, but like, is that really like weekly stuff? I think there's definitely a need for more of those routes, but the weird thing about that is that like, oh, This late in a season, it's really hard for people. It's like really hard to make videos like that unless you're kind of in that bracket. And I might sound like an elitist saying that, but like, just like it's, I don't know. It's hard to justify like taking the time to make content like that later into the season, especially because it's a really weird bracket to be in, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. And like, from a content perspective, it's like, what's worth your time? Like, what's more important right now? Like, or I guess like, okay, so as a content creator, you're kind of like thinking like a little bit about, like, I don't think about it too much, but I'm just like, okay, like monetarily, like, is this video worth my time? Is this a video that's only going to get 800 views, or is it a video that's going to get 10,000 views? And like, that matters a lot in the decision-making process. Yeah, so like, you're in just kind of a unique position is really what it comes down to. And like, I am definitely someone who would like make content like that, but I'm just not playing live a lot right now. And when I am, I'm doing like 20s, 21s. Like, I'm doing keys higher than that, so it's hard for me to talk about like those routes unless I started pugging. So yeah, it's just like a weird thing to kind of think about from like a content creator's perspective or even a viewer perspective. It's like, yeah, the late season stuff would be cool, especially if you're like learning or you're doing like a new 0 to hero, or you're trying to learn tank or healer or DPS. But it's like, it's kind of rare to have content creators doing that type of content. As a fan, I would watch the videos, but as a player, I can't even spell 19. Yeah, that's a big word. To be fair, your commentary keys on like 20s are really helpful too. Yeah, I wish I had more in my back pocket. I think I have a gambit, but I don't know. I don't think 20 gambit's all that impressive. At least my standard as a player for myself, I don't think 20 gambit's impressive. So I'll eventually, hopefully take a look. Maybe do a 21 commentary if my group's able to claw one of those out. Yeah, I thought about doing a 0 to hero. I didn't realize, like, I was thinking about doing it right before they announced the pre-patch date, and now that the pre-patch is like a month away, I don't know if I want to do a 0 to hero. Oh, I took that way too early. Oopsies. And then our DH didn't take it. It's fine. I just don't have anything for him. 0 to hero on a healer. I think I've had some people. Okay, what healer would I do if I did a 0 to hero? Priest, Prez, H-Pal. Probably not Druid, or like, you probably want to see me suffer, so probably not like a good tank or a good healer. Oh. Orbs. Holy Paladin. Holy shit. Please no Gecko. I was gonna do I did a challenge actually in season 1 where I played Gecko, and um I ended up getting it. Like, I got Keystone Hero or Master or whatever. But I ended up never turning it into a video. I need this guy to live. I'll heal you, buddy. I'll heal you a little bit, but what am I pressing? I'm pressing like Dispel randomly. Oh. It's just like, I'm so tired of this key, man. This crit trinket's pretty dope though, man. Not gonna lie. The season Pug Mythic Plus just so rough. The season is kind of done for Pugs, I feel. Yeah, that's the other thing I was thinking about. Group Finder just feels dead, and it feels like the people you do end up playing with are probably like... What's the term? Bots? Yeah, bots. I feel like I can't spend enough holy power when I'm in wings just because I have like a massive influx. They're either gods or bots, yeah. Clankers. They're giblets. Hooligans. Please live, man. I feel like when he starts taking... This healer starts taking damage, they forget that they have to heal. Maybe I'm not sure. Like, it sometimes looks like they just AFK. Oh, no. They're like, all right, if I did my hot ramp right, I'm gonna live. I'm not running Instrument of the Divine, though I know I could or should for the big dam. Is Shield on the GCD? Solder isn't, but Vendor Shield is. Okay, let's clear the room a bit. I'm definitely like one hand's off the keyboard, so this boss is like behind me. Shield on the G... Oh, no, I already read that. Holy cow. Yeah, I don't really want to mess with LFG, and then, like, I'm gonna be pushing... I'm hoping. We'll see what ends up happening, but I'm hoping I can push for title near the end of the season here, but that's another reason why I don't really want to do 0 to hero, because I'm gonna just be busy with, like, other stuff, whether it's getting ready for the midnight. Like, I gotta do all my boss guides, I gotta do all my, like, my graphics. I'm working on getting a website set up so I can have a more structured place to have guides and macros and all that stuff. Vanguard looks cool as fuck. I think it's pretty good. Turbos was terrible. Remix was affecting Mythic Plus 2. Yeah, Remix. Also, like, Fellowship coming out and stuff. Like, PoE, Diablo. W. Oh, look at that. I got knocked into one of the arrows. Into another arrow. Oh my god. Get off of me or you're dead. Yeah, I need mouse over macros for sure. Dude, I'm just like fucking bored. Yeah, that was a terrible run. Oh my god. I was hoping for like a nice quick casual 12 and it turned into like that was like nom. I say that as someone who is very young and doesn't know what that even means. Your group ran away to Fellowship and Remix, so it was pugging most of the season for you? Yeah. So, Turbo Boost, we knew it was coming out, and my group was like, let's stop doing keys, because Turbo Boost is coming out, so we're just going to wait. And then Turbo Boost came out, and they were like, we don't feel like playing because Fellowship comes out next week. And then Fellowship came out, and we did that, like, we went really hard for, like, a week or two. We got our title in the first week, and then we got to, like, we kept pushing after that up to, like, Eternal, I don't know, we got up to, like, Eternal, like, 20s, like, really early. Like, it was, like, the start of week 2. And then everyone got bored. And then people were like, we just want a raid log for Mythic Dimensius. And then Mythic Dimensius went down after, like, 3 weeks. And then they were like, well, PoE's out, so now we're going to PoE for, like, 3 weeks. And so they've been doing that, and then it was like Thanksgiving and the holidays, and it's been a chain of events. And then there's people playing like Remix and stuff. Yep, that was like the chain of events this season. And now it's like kind of weird because it's still the holidays, so people are out, people are taking a break, people are visiting family, and like it's going to be a weird end of the season, I think. When you have a goal, like I do, like I'm going to try to push for title, but it's like we're kind of on a time constraint, and it's going to feel, it's either we're going to get it or we're not, and it's going to feel really bad. But playing Brew has been a nice change of pace, so you'll just match your miss score in Brew. There you go. It's a good goal. Yeah, Brew's a lot of fun. I love Brew. That was painful, man. Like, I got a migraine mid-key. Dude, I'm my eyes tweaking. Do you guys want to see this limit test I've been working on? So I apologize for the flash grenade. So this was the original test that I did in the Algothar. Very simple, not a lot of data points. So I've been working on getting... I want like 5 attempts being done. And so last night I just spent time workshopping like Annihilator. Trying to figure out how to get Annihilator to work. I was also doing some Brewmaster stuff, but I got really tilted. I have the logs from it, but I didn't put the data in yet. The data's not looking good. But Annihilator is able to actually live for a very long period of time. It has slight RNG issues with like your Apex talent proccing. If you get lucky procs, you can live for a long time. If you don't get lucky procs, the attempts actually become really, really short. There's also like 2 things that aren't necessarily bugs. Okay, Soulmonger's not working right now, at least according to details in game. And Void Reaver isn't getting doubled under your capstone. So the actual Void Reaver node is like really, 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 really bad. It's like literally a 4% DR. And you're better just running calcified spikes with it, which is a 5% DR. And so I spent, this was about, I think this test to get successful pulls and what I'd consider is, took me about 2 hours. That's also roping in Shadowpan, but this is gonna be a massive, like, test. It's actually kind of crazy. And so what the test looks like is I take, my Asara, and I turn it into a +12 key. And then you obviously go to the dungeon. You got into Resil on your brew to see how long I can live the first pull. It's very fun. Yeah. This is a fun little mini game for tank players, and also if you have access to beta or have access to a Resil key, this is a really good thing to do if you have the patience to do it. Learning how to live as long as possible on any tank class is a really good skill to learn, especially if it's the first pull of a dungeon. And so what this dungeon looks like, or what this test is looking like the setup's a little bit different, but what I'm doing is I'm kind of like parkouring up the side here. And I don't have to do this. I actually ended up pulling. So I grab these guys. I grab these laborers. And then I grab this guy here. And now our goal is just to live. And I'm probably not going to live very long. But this is the goal. I'm not logging either, which isn't going to help me. But that's okay. And as you could probably tell, it's gonna be super dependent on, like, getting procs. But, like, if I get a proc here, I'm gonna live. If I don't get a proc in a second, I'm probably gonna die. I can, like, try to do this for a second. Maybe I live a little bit longer. Oh, the one thing that I don't like about this tank is it's a little RNG on if you can live or not. Also, Demon Spikes has perma uptime. You just keep hitting Demon Spikes. You can literally macro it into any of your abilities and you can just always be mitigating. It's kind of wild. Also, that's a really scary, like, point. I might die here, yeah. And so, like, if I got a proc there, or if I lasted for 4 more seconds, I could eventually retreat it. I could have popped meta again. I would have been fine for probably another, like, 40 seconds. And so this is the limit test that I've been doing. So I'm trying to just see how long I can live. But one thing you'll notice is that these guys are regenerating 2% of their max health every 5 seconds. Makes me wonder why Demon Spikes, is there an ability you just press it on CD? Yeah, I mean, yeah, there you can. So the two things that are working for it right now, feed the demon means that you just always have demon spikes available because you're getting cooldown reduction on it. There's also a massive influx of Fury generation, and you also have Demonic Resilience giving you the extra charge. So having two charges also like kind of gives you that extra little overlap. It's like perma, but it's like perma, but I don't know. It's like perma, but it's not, right? Like I feel like it's a little bit tighter, but with the hero talents at this level with the tier set, it feels like you can literally like you're digging yourself a deeper hole. I'm trying to like figure out how to describe it. I don't think you have to play well to have infinite demon spikes uptime, where I feel like on live you have to play kind of okay. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like it's a lot easier on beta. One other pull I tried doing instead is I tried pulling bigger without the caster. I tried like skipping around, and I was like looking for other packs to pull. In an ideal world, I'd be able to get a lot of these laborers because they don't do anything, but these bears do a really nasty tank buster, which is inconsistent because it can be parried and dodged, but it cannot be blocked. So some tanks will like take way less damage than others, which is like, I don't like the inconsistency there. This is a healing reduction, so I don't want to pull this guy. And then I've tried running down to like the side. The only issue is I have to be able to do this on all the tanks. Like I have to be able to skip the pack and meld or whatever. So if I try to like go deeper, like there's a bunch of berserkers and stuff over there that I could grab, and some I think there's some laborers like up on this hill. I'm actually surprised you can get all the way up here. Actually kind of wild. Yeah, I could invispot. Well, let me see if I can actually invispot. So what I need to do is I'll come up here. Let me just meld. And then, does anything have Spectral Sight? These guys have Specky C. So do the Hex Guardians. Hex Guardians have Spectral Sight. Hexers have, or Soul Eaters have Spectral Sight. Yeah, that's what's weird. Like this, I'm surprised you can path along all of this. Kind of wild, low key. Yeah, I was trying to figure out like a pull where I can consistently pull big without the mobs healing. Because the berserkers are fine, like all they do is melee, but they heal every second, so like the pull will last indefinitely, like basically. Yeah. Don't even need a healer. No, you just have the druid like run through and stealth or whatever. Yeah, that'd be wild if there's like some crazy jump skip shit. It'd be kind of cool. Like someone didn't know the stair jump. Yeah, I mean I like that shit because that's like a small little mastery that is expressed beyond just knowing how to do your damage rotation. Like you have to be able to fucking run and jump, and like you'd be surprised how many players who are really bad at that. Like surprisingly. Oh, I set up this poll terribly. That's fine. We'll live. So I'm probably about to get slammed by this tank buster. Yeah, there's one. Let's see if it overlaps. Oh, unlucky. Yeah, there's a... Yeah, that jump was tough. I mean, there was a toy you can use to make it like trivial. Skips like that make the dungeon more interactive. Yeah, I agree. I don't think skips are a bad thing. I think if they require like meld or like specific cheesy shit where it's like you have to have your like you have to have someone mount up and then you have to have like an evoker like rescue someone to a different location and the priest life grips like the DK or like like that shit is wild. But if it's like the Dark Flame skip, I think that's totally fine and I think it's really fun in like keys because you just hold W in most groups, but when you start getting to the higher end, it's just a really inefficient pull. Yeah, but the thing is also they added meld potions. And so meld potions getting added made it so you can play dwarf or you don't have to be playing night elf to be able to do meld skips. Now it does prevent you from using combat potions throughout the run, unless you have like good timing. Which is okay because like in the War Within, tempered potions or whatever battle pots you end up using are so terrible that they never actually contribute to you timing a key really all that much faster. So it's okay to actually sit on a pot. But if it's anything like the or like midnight, I'm sure they'll change, but right now the midnight pots give you like upwards of 70% main stat for 30 seconds. There's no shot you don't use those. Which means you're probably going to go back to playing Night Elf if they stay the same. But we can all assume that they're going to get super nerfed. I think an intern or someone like forgot to add an extra. They added an extra 0. Like, look, this is actually wild. I know Zorthos did a video about this, so I'm sure most people already know. But if we come to the combat potions, which I believe are right here, Light's Potential. You also have the rampant stuff, right? Increases agility by 1,500. 1,500 main stat. The other potions give you 1,390. I have 1,900, dude. It's literally like a fucking 40 to 50% increase on main stat. Like, it's doubling your main stat value. It's like, it's obviously like criminally overpowered. Yeah. So they need to nerf that. But I'm assuming we're gonna see like potion and trinket nerfing like way down the road. So yeah, that's how I'm doing the limit test. I'm gonna see if I can survive on other tanks. I don't really have a goal. I just want to like at least live for like a minute or a minute and a half. Or Invispots on the same. Yeah, they're considered combat potions. That's not a dumb question. You would think that it'd be like a utility potion or categorized as something else, but it's not. Alright, sorry, I'm back. Probably not for long, but... Noping out after first boss to grab Taylor and you're grabbing boxes in Floodgate? Yeah, but I don't think invisibility... Oh, I guess the meld... Sorry, meld potions, yeah, it's good for that kind of stuff. You have to be a little careful depending on, like, what you're doing, because it could keep you in combat if you don't do it right. And I think for DPS, though, like, DPS using their combat potions, like, it's still not a lot, but it is going to contribute more than a tank using a combat potion. Like, for example, like on live servers, if you use tempered potions as a tank, you are maybe giving your group an extra 3 seconds at the end of the key. If you're using them well. Like, they're so bad, man. Oh, I was right. Guardian of Loon. W, dude. Yeah, if they made meld and invis pots, like, if they made it like a utility potion, I think that would be a little bit better. Well, meld pots are new, right? So, like, they're kind of the same, right? They're not the same, obviously. Meld you can use in combat to drop combat, and invis you have to use out of combat to give yourself invisibility for 12 to 18 seconds, depending on the quality of the potion. Oh my god. Yeah, I don't know. Guardy Druid's fun. Rar. I like what meld pots offer. I think it's fun gameplay. Just not the biggest fan of skips that come from meld. Yeah. It was really cool to see them showcase for the first time in the MDI this time around, where, like, we saw tanks playing Dwarf for the DR, but then using meld pots to, like, do some cool skips. I'm a big fan of that. I still don't like how oppressive the Dwarf racial is, though. Yeah, people don't know. I really don't like doing skips if I'm not in a coordinated group. Probably to a fault, where, like, even if it's, like, really, really hard, like, last season, I would just pull bubbles. If I was doing a weekly 17 key, I would just pull bubbles and we'd wipe, and I'd be like, well, GG. It's like, I don't want to do the skips. I don't like doing a skip with pugs, because I just assume no one knows what they're doing, which I think is always a safe assumption. You'd like to just play a race that I like the look of, and not because of the racial. Yep. That would be really cool. I've wiped so many Floodgate 18s on the last skip, it's better than Bubbles, but not by a lot. Oh, yeah. The problem with that skip is that it's such a tight window. And so your tank has to live, your healer can't get into combat, or your group can't get into combat. Also, everyone has to use their defensives, which, depending on the class, like some, class like Rogue could use Cloak and they're like probably chilling, or Netherwalk from DH, but like you don't really want to use your defensives because you're about to go into a boss that has like a crazy high like damage profile. Like they start the fight with a ton of damage for group damage, and then they go into like their Giga Zaps, which just destroy people. And so I don't like doing the skip. Last season, there was an argument to not skip the last two guys because you would keep your Eye of Kazan stacks, but this season, that's not the case. No one's playing Kazan, right? Tanks have an Eye of Kazan, but you're keeping combat, and so it doesn't matter, because you're just gonna, like, you're gonna do the skip, then you're gonna meld and pull the boss immediately, and you're gonna keep all your stacks. Floodgate's a crazy tight dungeon, and it is a dungeon that I don't look to progging 20 on. We got a 19 done, I think, this week or last week. With like 2 minutes left with 4 deaths. But man, 20s are so tight. You had paladins who death skip that pack, and they just turn their back and wait for a res. Yeah. That's a way to do it, I guess. Yeah, Paladin's diff. Paladin's got that dumpy diff. I think it's the only tank that hasn't been able to play Night Elf. Which might be changing, or maybe that was a speculation video I watched, but I thought someone said, like, Night Elf Paladins might be coming to the game in Midnight at some point. Who knows? Who knows? Alright, but I think that's gonna do it for me here. I gotta go, like, eat something. My stomach's rumbling. Maybe I'll go get a workout in and stuff. Flavier 20, you can do it. I'm hoping. I'm hoping for result 20. I'll do my commentary videos and call it a day. A bunch of paladin mounts were found? Yeah, maybe. Maybe that was it. Nice to catch a stream after watching for ages? Yeah, W. Yeah, I've been, I want to stream more, and I want to stream on YouTube, obviously. So, yeah, big W. I'll try to stream this weekend. I'll try, maybe, I don't know if I'll stream tomorrow, but maybe like, I guess it's Saturday, isn't it? Maybe Monday. Yeah, but I gotta go take some, like, migraine meds, because I'm dying. Alright. Peace out, friends. Thanks for watching.